The meeting about money that will be the most important one we ever have was not open to the public. The official G20 meeting was the center of everyone's attention. But somewhere else in Zurich, Switzerland, something much more important was going on. In a private setting, finance ministers and central bank heads from the US, the EU, Japan, and the UK met. Some of the most important banking institutions in the whole world are listed here. They signed a deal behind closed doors, away from the cameras and everyone else. No one else knew about it. Because of this deal, the way global banking works might change from how we know it now. This document was leaked and has since been checked. It shows a historic deal to make XRP the new global reserve currency, with a price starting at an amazing $250,000 for every token. The deal is written in the paper to happen. The news that just came out is the first sign that the US dollar will no longer be the most important currency in trading around the world. With its strong economic position, political power, and the sheer amount of foreign trade that is done in USD for many years, the dollar has been the most important money. The reason for this is that the dollar is used for so many things. Despite this, there have been cracks. The dollar has lost some of its strength compared to its previous values. These include inflation, debt, geopolitical worries, and the rise of other economic blocs. The biggest economies in the world are trying to start a new global monetary order based on XRP. XRP is a cryptocurrency that is meant to make cross-border trades faster, more flexible, and possible. Or is this project being done through the secret Zurich Accord? Numerous people have been mixing up Ripple Labs' XRP with another alternative coin for a short time now. On the other hand, Ripple has been slowly building relationships with banks and payment providers, and it now seems like a separate company. There wasn't an argument about whether or not XRP would work at the meeting in Switzerland. The task was to figure out how to use it as the basis for a new backup system. Once this change is made, XRP will no longer just be seen as a digital object that can be bought and sold on exchanges. It is still one of the most important parts of the world economic system, though. There is a good chance that the claim is true because the stolen paper has official seals from the United States on it, Government of Japan, the Bank of England, the European Central Bank, and the Treasury. At the start, XRP's reserve asset value was set at $250,000. The implementation is written in a clear and concise way in the first part of a section that appears on page 6. There is more to the number than just a number. It is a statement of what needs to be done. When the price of XRP gets to this level, central banks will start to keep it for foreign settlement and as a reserve. The price is not set by guesswork in the market. In the portfolios of big investors, it is a sovereign value that is used instead. If so, why does it cost $150,000? To put things in perspective, the choice is not only useful, but also, important. The total number of XRP tokens in use right now is 1 billion. For managing the huge amounts of money that are sent between countries every day, it is possible to lower the number of XRP tokens that are needed by giving each one a high value. Because XRP is so rare, it can settle almost quickly, and the fees for transactions aren't too high. Because of this, it is the best option for central banks that want to replace old banking systems like SWIFT with something more useful. The fact that the meeting is secret and will only be attended by a small group of people is more proof that caution is being used in this case. It's not something that everyone knows. Instead, it is a start that has been carefully planned. The deal spells out a total of 3 steps. In the first situation, trade lanes are already being set up between the central banks of countries that have signed on, with XRP being the main asset used for payment. In the second part of this system, it will be made bigger so that it can include the BRICS countries and other economies that are growing. Around the world, more than half of the people will be able to connect to the network. Since this is the case, the International Monetary Fund's special drawing rights will be replaced with XRP during the third phase, which should happen by 2027. Because of this, it will completely change how the world's reserves are handled. The two-track system means that the value of XRP is very different in the general market and the state market. It is very important to understand why prices are so different right now. XRP can be bought on sites for a few dollars or less than $1. XRP coins on the other hand, are already being sold between central banks for amounts worth hundreds of thousands of dollars each. A lot of trading websites can't get into this market because it's private, safe, and just out of their reach. That being said, it's understandable to wonder why such a big change would be kept secret. If this information got out too soon, though, the market might go crazy. Which is why this information is needed. To be honest, a wave of speculative mania is what I think would happen if the price of XRP quickly shot up to 6 figures. All over the world, this would throw off the financial markets. The important players are making sure the economy stays stable and getting ready for the inevitable change by performing the change in secret, behind closed doors and protected walls. New information shows that a large amount of XRP money is being sent between big anonymous wallets, which doesn't match up with what's happening in shopping. There may be deals going on between the central bank and other banks. European financial institutions have said in comments that they are getting ready to connect their digital currencies to XRP because of this. The ticket would become the world's bridge currency. And so, any new digital currencies that central banks make, like digital dollars, euros, yen, or yuan, will be able to settle through XRP. This is because XRP is a type of distributed ledger technology that is building a global banking system that works well as a whole. To put it mildly, this has very big effects on how people spend their own money. An enormous number of people are keeping XRP coins in the hopes of making money through speculation. They might not even be. You should know that these tokens could be claims on the basis of the future money system. Because the changes will be made slowly, it's possible that prices for most people will stay artificially low for a long time. Demand from organizations, on the other hand, will keep going up. Individuals who currently hold XRP may have the chance to be a part of a major shift in the economy, which is a unique chance that will never come up again. While that is true, it is important to remember that this change won't happen right away or without any problems. Even so, there are still real risks, like global tensions, regulatory problems, and different financial interests. Now that the Zurich Accord, its signatures, and the leaks that back it up are all proven to be real, it is clear that the move to global reserves backed by things are coming together for XRP. Finally, the XRP agreement, which is worth $150,000, is more than just a guess about the price. The way the world monetary system works has actually changed a lot because of it. People around the world are slowly moving away from standard reserve curses and toward a new digital asset that offers speed, openness, and efficiency on a level that has never been seen before. It's very important to understand this right now, whether you are a trader, an investor, or just someone who likes to follow. Some people may not pay much attention to the meeting that happened in Switzerland, but it will have an effect that will last for a long time. Do not forget to be careful.